Oh, I really should have worn a bra. Oops. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. Today I'm doing a video. Itching and burning, itching and burning, itching and burning. Stanky fishy, stanky fishy, stanky fishy. I gotta see these. They make my coochie itch. Right, so today I'm doing a video where it's like a little chatty kind of Q&A thing because I thought why not really, and it's been highly requested that I answer some questions regarding my YouTube and like GCSEs because as you know I failed there 2 years ago now, which is crazy that it's been 2 years. I failed everything. But I thought I asked on my Instagram for some questions and so I just thought I'd sit back and answer your questions and have a chat because I love to chat and I don't really have any friends. Before we get into that, I'd just like to say that this video was kindly sponsored by Filmora, which is one of the best editing softwares you can get on the market. I get a lot of questions on my YouTube channel and on my, especially my green screen videos saying, you know, like, I want to start YouTube, any advice for editing softwares and stuff like that for beginners in editing. I would highly recommend this software because it is very easy to use and you get so many features. As soon as I loaded up the program, I was just like, wow, there is so many effects and transitions and it's just so easy to use. And to be 100% honest, I genuinely wish I'd known about this software when I was starting out on YouTube because it makes editing so simple, but yet the results come out so professional. And the video that you're about to watch has actually been completely edited using Filmora. So if you like the way this video looks and you want to check out the software, then be sure to use this code on screen right now, MENFRBM1 for 20% off Filmora and film stocks. But anyway, let's start answering some questions. Yoo-hoo! Blick summer blowout. STDs. What career would have you taken if YouTube wasn't a thing? Now, I just always knew that I could get where I wanted to be via working hard online. I just always had that goal and drive to do that. But even before I started, I just viewed that as such a good platform. I knew that I wanted to do it and be entertaining people, whether it was musical theatre, comedy. I mean, I guess if that wasn't a thing, I would have gone to a uni and done a course in musical theatre. I can't physically imagine doing anything that isn't in that entertainment field because I am absolutely awful at academic and most things in life. I can't cook, I can't sum. I can read and I can write. I'm just really bad at stuff, like, honestly. So if YouTube wasn't a thing, I just would have tried to do what I want to do, which is performing and things like that via a different platform. Are GCSEs really not a laugh? GCSEs aren't a laugh, in my opinion. And a misconception I get all the time is that I say that they're not important and that they're not, you don't need them. You do need them because they help you get where you want to be. What my statement is that I always try and put out there is that they aren't the end of the world. If you have something that you want to do and you work hard at that, whatever you want to do, sometimes GCSEs isn't that. For example, for me, I knew I wanted to say be a comedian or do that, and I'm not getting there through GCSEs. You get there through, you know, posting videos, doing open mics and stuff like that. However, if you want to be Prime Minister, you have to probably have GCSEs and go to uni and stuff like that. So yeah, they are important, but they're not the end of the world if they aren't something that you are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say, but I hope you can piece together what I mean. Do you regret not working harder for your GCSEs? I have absolutely no regret when it comes to my GCSEs. It was harder before I started making money on YouTube and stuff well, I never actually got a proper job because to get a job, you know, you need GCSEs because otherwise they won't take you. So they are important. In that sense, I still don't regret it, but it did make it harder for me. But I had YouTube to fall back on and that is how I've been making money. Also, I actually got an interview at River Island like a year ago before like I was doing well on YouTube. I didn't realise that I got the interview until 6 weeks after the interview because I just didn't look at my emails. So if that isn't just pure example of why I haven't got any GCSEs, then what is? Did you do any revision at all for your GCSEs? I didn't do any revision. I literally swear like I'd look at like a book, but I just was so far behind. I barely ever went to school. So I had depression, anxiety, I was always ill. My diet is bad, it still is, my diet is bad, so I was always getting like colds and the flu. I'm low on iron, so I was always anemic. In fact, every night of my GCSEs I went to see the Addams Family musical because I wanted to see Sam Womack, who has been one of my idols since I was 7. So I would rather, you know, take up that opportunity than get GCSEs, if you know what I mean. Most people probably don't know what I mean. Have a very specific mindset. What's your favourite video you've filmed and why?
Favourite video I filmed?
It's probably, I love a lot of the videos that actually don't do well because I have a very specific sense of humour in some senses which people don't really understand. One of my favourite videos I ever did was when I just sat on my bed and put pegs on my face. I love all like the green screen ones and X Factor ones and stuff, but they are not fun to film. They are hard to film, the impression ones and all that. There are so many costumes, it is hot and sweaty and I get headaches and it is claustrophobic down in my house. Like, they are not fun to film, but they are fun to see the reaction once I've filmed and edited them. So that part of it is fun. How do you come up with your video ideas? So a lot of the times,
watching, you know, TV and
films and stuff, because obviously the parodies and things like that are, you don't really have to think up something, it's just, you know, either recreating or doing skits and parodies and stuff. But in terms of ideas, honestly, I don't know how to answer that. They just come to my head and I write them in my notes on my phone and then I do them 6 months later. Do you miss Megan? Yeah, I do miss Megan. She's only been gone a week though, so it's not really affected me much. Yeah. Did you drop out of your musical theatre course? Basically what happened with that is I went to the first year, I did a first year of musical theatre at sixth form. I absolutely loved it. It was like one of the best years of my life. I had the best time, met some amazing people. The second year happened and it just was completely different. Basically not the same course. And everything it just didn't, I wasn't enjoying it and stuff. And I didn't continue with the second year because I was not happy at that time and, you know, shit happens. Still absolutely adore and love musical theatre with all my heart. What's it like being a TikTok star? It's actually really fun. I never imagined that my career would turn out this way in terms of being a TikTok star, but so far I'm actually really enjoying it. What did you do first after leaving with not many GCSEs? The first thing I did was obviously open them on camera and show the internet before I even told my mum what I'd got. But I was not bothered at all, really. I really did not care. I just knew that I wanted to do videos and have a laugh. Did you ever think your YouTube would become so successful? Well, I'd always hoped it would be, but I didn't know it would be through YouTube, but I did always view that as a platform, and when I started working hard on it, it was brilliant to get the reaction that I did. Which GCSE did you revise for the hardest? That's a good question. Probably the maths one. Like, I counted to 10 before I went in and stuff, and it's like, right, so you know your numbers, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Did your mum beat you up after she's seen your GCSE results?
I think she was mainly,
what she was mainly angry at is that I put the results online.
But no, she didn't beat me up.
Where are you from? I'm from Kent, which is in England. What was your favourite year in school? My favourite year in, well, if I had to pick it all, like if sixth form counts, my favourite year in school altogether was when I did musical theatre. Don't know if that counts as school or if you mean like years 7 to 11 at the school I was at before. In that case, I would have to say year 10 because that was when everything started going upwards and I was, you know, enjoying it a bit. I made new friends. I was doing musical theatre on the side. I was doing, you know, when you start to do the subjects you like I took music and drama, and then everything went downhill again in year 11. So, you know, you can never rely on being happy. Hardest thing that comes with having YouTube as a job? I'd say the hardest thing is having to, it's the consistency of views and stuff. For example, you don't know how much money you're gonna get every month. You have to rely on like brands and ads and stuff like that because it's not like a normal job where you know how much you get paid. It's like it changes every month, and also it is hard sometimes when you post and the views aren't good, or a post doesn't get as many views as the last post you did and stuff, and you feel like, oh my god, like, oh, it just makes you feel really shitty. But it is amazing. So how do you deal with hate? Luckily, I don't get as much hate as I give myself. Oh my god, that was so emotional. I don't get as much hate as I thought I would get, which is good, but you all obviously get hate still, and usually what I do is, and I shouldn't do because it doesn't help the cause, I usually sometimes like retweet it on Twitter or like quote it or reply. Usually it doesn't bother me. I used to cry and sit there and be like, I hate my life, but now I really don't care. like even like the Queen gets hate. Like you have to just like remember that it's just part of the whole thing, and you have to move on and block out the haters. Are GCSEs worth it? They are. They are important. There would be no point in them if they weren't important. But my message is that they aren't the end of the world, and if you fail them, you can retake them if you need them. And if you work hard at what you love to do and what you want to do, no matter what that is, whether it involves GCSEs or not, as long as you work hard, you will get where you want to be, and that is the main thing. I hope I'm making sense because I'm trying to. How did you revise? I didn't. I want to become a YouTuber, but worried about criticism. What do you think? I remember when I started posting videos on Facebook when I was at school, and I always viewed it, luckily for me, I never even thought about the criticism side of that. You just have to focus on what you want your end result to be and just keep posting videos. The most important thing about wanting to start stuff like that is you just have to, if you love to do something, then it really doesn't matter what people think. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you really have to just ignore people's opinions. Like, if you're not harming anyone, you're literally just putting a video on the internet. Like, if someone's going to criticize you for that, then they are deeply, deeply broken on the inside. Like, why criticize that? If you weren't doing YouTube, what would you do? Probably, cry. How many meltdowns did you have during GCSEs? I had so many meltdowns, but it wasn't because I was worried about what I was going to get. It's the fact that I was at school still and I hated school. It wasn't because I was worried about my GCSEs. I just hated having to go to school every day, and that was what my meltdowns were about. What's your favourite British TV show? I cannot give you a one straight answer because there's too many, but I will tell you my favourite TV shows in Britain. So there's Miranda, obviously. Not Going Out is a big one that I love. The Catherine Tate Show. You can probably tell by my videos that I love her. So I love Outnumbered. This Country, obviously, another big obvious one. Vicar of Dibley. What else is it that I love to watch? Absolutely Fabulous. I can't remember the rest. What are you doing with your life at the minute? I literally don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow. That is literally what I'm doing, going with the flow. Is drama hard? Are you talking about like the drama GCSE level? Because if so, I did do that. I just personally hate Shakespeare and all that lot, and I know that like all actors, even when they go to like uni, to drama school, you have to do stuff like that, but I just find things like that so boring. I'm more of a musical type of person, funny monologues, acting like scenes from EastEnders. I went to a grammar school, so it was very academic side of drama, but I just don't like the Shakespearean side of stuff and that, which is what you get when you study drama anywhere, really. So in that sense, I found it quite hard. I think people think that if they take drama, it's going to be easy and it's going to be just acting, where it's a lot of written work as well, as you get with all subjects. Would your life be any different now if you had passed all your GCSEs? But if I got them, I guess that it wouldn't really, because I'd still be doing videos. If I had got my GCSEs, I guess I would have just been the same, but with GCSEs. I just didn't. Does the C in Chi with a C stand for Gemma Collins? No, the C in GCSE stands for like two things. One, the fact that I got a C in my GCSE and that was the only GCSE I got. And secondly, it stands for Chenoweth because Kristen Chenoweth is my favourite human being in the world. And so it's Chi with a Chenoweth. A lot of these questions are the same.
Do you have any allergies? I'm allergic to penicillin.
And I have really bad hay fever and I'm like allergic to dust. I'm not allergic to cats or dogs, thank God, because I love them. They're all my allergies really. I get hay fever really bad. Like one year they put me on like 150 gigabytes of it, like cetraperoton or whatever it is. Best advice for the morning of the first exam: just don't worry. Please don't worry about it. Just go in like I did and just wing it. No, don't do that. Please try hard. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate. YouTuber encourages kids to not take GCSEs, and then like the loose women will be talking about me and saying how much they hate me. That's my worst nightmare. Please don't let that happen. Do you like cats? Yeah, I love cats. If you could do a YouTube video with KC, Kristen Chenoweth, what video would you want it to be? Now obviously, if you know me, you know that my dream in life is to sing for good with Kristen Chenoweth one day. So that would be a good YouTube video, obviously. If I got to like sit down and film a video with her, I always said it would be so funny to teach her like British slang. I would like to do that with her because she's probably the most American person out there. But yeah, I think that is all the questions for today that we will answer. Thank you so much for watching. This right here, I know I'm not wearing a bra, but this is my merch. I have merch now, as you probably know. You can get it online. I'll leave the website here and in the description. I've got some really exciting things coming soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for more stuff, for more videos not like this at all, because as you know, I don't do videos like this because they're really boring. So boring. This is why I hate speaking in my own voice, because I'm just such a boring person. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can also follow me on TikTok now, because TikTok is the future. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, then Christ, lots of love. I'm gonna go. Yeah, bye. La 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 la. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. La 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 la.